When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Entering play call screen.
The Canes about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Notre Dame's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. And everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Counter Y.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
We try to go draw, but with just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative point.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. He's close to the 1st down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Concept.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
There are 9
Nice job by the
categories. You have
defense
9
on fourth
options.
down,
Counter
bowing
Y
up,
is
getting
selected.
physical,
Counter
stopping the
Y. Counter
run,
Y.
shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Time to take a shot. Makes a grab right down the middle. Running free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Pad
They get set for the
selected.
point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's
Entering
going
play
on,
call,
Kevin?
Gentlemen, that
you have 5
pivotal
options.
top
Above
15
left is
battle is
selected.
in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Lost a throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
There are 6
Working well
categories.
behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they
There are
lost
6
yardage.
categories.
And the Hurricanes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's back. He's going to let one fly.
Entering paused screen, you have 7 options.
Oh,
Zero
and it's picked
selected.
off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Entering play call, concept, screen, run,
Here come the Irish,
counter.
back on
There are 9
offense.
counter
Already
Y,
a solid
draw,
start to this one. Now back to
Inside
work
zone.
with this 7-0 lead.
ISO, outside zone,
On the set. 29-50.
Looking for a gap. It's Love. And he does a really nice job
Entering
finding
play ball,
open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Power football with the run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back
Entering play
involved
call,
early and
power,
often and
jet
create
HQ
some
duel.
momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Love. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Marriott. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Coach suggestions.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And convert.
And he is snowed
Entering
under.
play call,
Sacked
coach
at the 7.
suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started.
Play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Corrals it at the 45. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Ohio, there are 6 categories.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch some...
Turns on the Jets. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Quick pass, medium pass, drive, there are 4, dagger.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Right down the middle. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense has not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Beck. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fletcher. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Ocean from the wideout. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here.
They get enough rush, and it
Entering
pays
play
off the
call,
sack at the 20.
suggestions. There are 6
The Canes heading
categories.
quickly to the line.
Brings up second down.
Dropping back, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Daniels. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll
Entering
be
play
just a
call,
tad short of the first down.
suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And the Hurricanes will punt this one away.
Punt formation to kick it away.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort
Entering
to
play
pick up
call,
every bit of the yardage he
concept.
could
There
on
are
the
8
punt return.
categories. There are 9
Notre Dame has
subcategories.
the ball and
Power,
ready to get
jet
moving.
HP duel.
A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease, it's Love. And a nice solid pickup there before the
Entering
defense
play
wrestles
call,
him to the
power.
ground.
There are 9 categories.
He's up to
You have 11
55 yards on the
options.
ground.
TNT
A
and
very
selected.
productive first half here in the season opener. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin,
Entering
about
pause
ready to
screen,
start
you
the
have
2nd
5
half here.
options.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pum up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Entering paused screen, you have 5 options.
Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short game.
There are 6
I love
categories.
offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
There are 9 categories.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
There are 9 categories.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking for room. It's Love. Across the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering play call.
When you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. motion from the wideout. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Entering play call, counter. There are 9 categories. You have 9 options.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's back. He is going nowhere.
Entering
Stop
play
at the line of
call,
scrimmage.
coach suggestions. There
Love
are
the
6
play by the defense. They
categories.
just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
The Canes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on
Entering
third
play
down,
call,
but now
coach
dealing with
suggestions.
fourth
There
down.
are 6 categories.
And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive line's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
You have a option. Dagger.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
There are 6 categories.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Cover 1 hole. Cog 3 buzz match.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Once again,
Entering
finding
play call,
nowhere
coach
to
suggestions.
run
There
against
are
this
6
defense. He's
categories.
knocked down immediately. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They stop him short of the
Entering
marker,
play
and they'll
call,
turn it over on
concept.
down.
There are 8 categories.
Here
there
come the
are
Irish,
there
back
are
on
14
offense.
categories. You
You
have
know,
8
offensively in that
options.
situation,
Drive is
fourth
selected.
down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Entering play call, drive. There are 14 categories. You have 8 options. Dagger.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Under fire. Looking to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Lining up
there
for the
are 8
PAT.
categories. You have 15 options. Padded empty selected.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Entering play
Aggressive
call.
play
you have
calling
5
on that
options.
drive. Just
Become
2 plays, they get the
selected.
long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to
Entering
start
play
us on the next
call, coach
drive.
suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to set up the screen. You'll take this every time. 5
Entering
yards
play
on the first
call,
down
coach
play.
suggestions. There are 6
Those screen plays, you
categories.
really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Entering play call,
And the
coach
defense holds
suggestions. There
firm.
are 6
No pickup
categories.
at all on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
That will take us to the
Entering
2-minute
play
timeout,
call,
and
coach
not much
suggestions.
time
There are
left
6
for this offense to
categories.
put together a miracle. They're facing a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a
Entering
break
play
to check
call,
him out.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and
Entering
gains
play
some of
call,
the yardage on the punt.
pass. Flood. There are 12 categories. You have 15 options. Empty and rich only H pieces.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll run play action. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. The official says no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Slot post.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you in the recruiting trail in the future. And, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game thinking themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.